Students of standard 12 biology. In the previous class we started with immunity. We have taken up to the immunity, different types of immunity, active immunity, passive immunity, everything. Now we are going to see the lymphoid organs. There are certain structures in our body which are important for the development of immunity, that is called a lymphoid organs. That is also called a lymphatic system or immune system, we can say. Now we are going to see what are the various types of lymphoid organs present in our body. Now see that first point in the introduction, immune system. The lymphoid organs join together form immune system. So the immune system consists of different organs. These organs belong to various systems like skeletal system, like that. Different organs present in various systems and tissues. You know very well, in the lower class you might have studied, tissues means groups of cells. Sometimes some special tissues are there in our body. They are also giving us immunity. So they are also belonging to immune system. Dispersed in the body, they are not present in one particular place in our body. They are scattered. That is called dispersed in the body. The lymphoid organs are involved in, that means they are performing, involved in the origin, starting, beginning, origin, maturation, okay, and proliferation of lymphocytes. Now we have to see this particular word, lymphocytes. I told in the WBC there are 5 types. I'll tell all the 5 types: eosinophils, basophils, neutrophils, lymphocytes and monocytes. 5 are there. In that the 4th type is lymphocytes. They are white blood cells only, but it is peculiar in its structure. So the lymphocytes are there. The lymphocytes are originating, produced. That is called the origin, production of lymphocytes. Maturation of the lymphocytes. When the lymphocytes are produced, they are very young, but they have to grow, they have to attain maturity. That is called the maturation. Proliferation means multiplication. Now once they are produced, they need not be less number, they have to be more number. So they are keep on multiplying. That is called the proliferation of lymphocytes. Now we are going to classify the lymphoid organs. Just before I told about lymphoid organs are scattered in our body. Now we are going to classify them. We can classify the lymphoid organs into central lymphoid organs or primary lymphoid organs. Now first group, central or primary. Central means don't think that the organs are present in the center of the body. They are the controlling center. That is only central lymphoid organs, primary lymphoid organs. The second group is called the peripheral lymphoid organs. Okay, that means they are not controlling, but they are accessory like. So they are also called secondary lymphoid organs. So 2 groups are there. Now first I will take central lymphoid organs or primary lymphoid organs. Provided appropriate environment for maturation of lymphocytes. That means the primary organs are very, very important for the maturation of lymphocytes. Just before we have studied, lymphocytes are one type of WBC. Okay, now these organs are providing appropriate environment, environment condition for maturation of lymphocytes. Example, there are certain examples. Bursa of fabriceus of birds. Actually, this is the organ found only in birds. In human body, it is not found. What is the name of it? Bursa of fabriceus of birds. The second one is a spleen. It is there in our body. I already told in the previous one topic, what is the meaning of spleen? It is a pad of tissue present below the stomach. It is a pad of tissue. It is a special organ. It is a spleen. Thymus. The thymus is present in the chest. It is present in small gland, flattened gland. It is present little above the heart. It is present little above the heart in the chest region, thymus. And bone marrow. We have so many big bones, like bones of hand, bones of legs, rib cage, everything. We have large bones. In the large bones and all, cavities will be present inside. At the center of a big canal, cavity will be there. Cavity means space. But the space is filled with a soft tissue. That tissue is called marrow. Since it is present, the soft tissue is present within the bone cavity, it is called the bone marrow. Now these are joining together forming central lymphoid organs or primary lymphoid organs. Now we are coming to peripheral lymphoid organs. What they can do is they can trap antigen. Antigen is nothing but foreign body or foreign chemical. Now that is only microbes. Okay, they trap means entangling, attracting, or that is what enclosing, that is called a trap antigen microbes, or make them available for matured lymphocytes. What they will do, suppose they cannot trap, what they will do, they will drag the microorganism and push them towards the lymphocytes. So lymphocytes can easily attack. That is only secondary lymphoid organs. Example for this, lymph nodes. They are also called lymph glands. We have lymphatic system, which is a part of central nervous system. The lymph is a colorless fluid which is passing through the small tubes. They are called lymph vessels. In the lymph vessels, so many bulging portions are there. They are called lymph nodes or lymph glands. Appendix. Now, appendix is a vestigial organ, functionless organ. It is present at the junction of small intestine and large intestine. So, a small tube, blunt tube is present. It is called the appendix, but it is performing some important role in immunity. So, appendix. The next one is Peyer's patches. Now, I have to inform what is this Peyer's patches. Say we have digestive system, we have respiratory system. I already told the mucus is lining the two systems. Mucus means a jelly-like substance starting from the nose up to bronchi, internally lined by mucus. Starting from the stomach up to large intestine, in the digestive system, the mucus is present. In the mucus is a colorless jelly-like substance. In the mucus, some patches of tissues are present. Okay, patches of tissues, groups of cells are present. They are attacking the microorganism. So these patches of tissues were first discovered by Peyer, name of the scientist. So Peyer's patches. Next one is the tonsils. They are glands present in the neck region, tonsils. They also play certain role in the immunity. Adenoid. Adenoid means it is a gland present below the upper, that is below the nose in the upper jaw. That is called a adenoid. And the next one is capital letter we have to see. It is abbreviation for that. MALT, malt we can say. Mucus associated lymphoid tissue. Now, wherever the lymphoid tissues, the patches are attached with the mucus membrane, it is called a mucus associated lymphoid tissue. In the two types of MALT are present. First one is GALT, gut associated lymphoid tissue. What is a gut? Digestive tract. Just before I told. Now the Peyer's patches are present there. Now the groups of cells, everywhere they are scattered. Another one is BALT, bronchus associated lymphoid tissue. Bronchus means the trachea is divided into two branches, bronchi, bronchus singular. Now the bronchus is entering into the lungs. There also the mucus will be there. In the mucus, patches of tissues will be there. All these patches of tissues together we can call as Peyer's patches. They are giving lot of protection to our body. All these things are secondary. So these are the two major groups of lymphoid organs are present. Okay, now we are going to see the primary lymphoid organ, central lymphoid organ. What are the functions? We have to see. They are involved in the production and the selection of suitable lymphocytes. Among the lymphocytes, many types are there. Now, first, what the primary lymphoid organs will do, when one particular microorganism is entering inside, immediately the primary lymphoid organs will be involved in the production of lymphocytes. Suitable lymphocytes will be produced. And a selection of suitable lymphocytes. Among the lymphocytes, which is more suitable for that microorganism. That is only production and selection of suitable lymphocytes for a particular pathogen. For example, that is a typhoid causing bacteria enter into the body. Immediately, the primary lymphoid organs will make lymphocytes will be produced, will make or will induce the lymphocytes production. That is called a production, and among the group which are all very, very stronger, that is called a selection of suitable lymphocytes for a particular pathogen. This is called antigen specificity. That means that leukocytes which are produced are meant only for that particular type of microorganism, that is typhoid causing bacteria. That is called antigen specificity. Antigen means foreign cells, foreign body we can say. Next one, lymphocytes. Once the lymphocytes are produced, the lymphocytes are selected. Now such a produced and selected lymphocytes mature in the primary organs. First they grow and mature, and after that they become immunocompetent cells. What is the meaning of immunocompetent? That means they are, once they are matured, they can aggressively attack the microorganism. That is called the immunoresistance. Competent, that means able to face the situation. Immunocompetent cells they will become. The last one we are going to see, B cells. Now B cells are also called the B lymphocytes. B cells are also called B lymphocytes. So B lymphocyte is a long term. So that what we are doing is B cells. Mature in the bone marrow. T cells, T lymphocytes, what we can say. That shortly we are calling them as T cells. Mature in the thymus gland. The thymus gland, just before I told, it is present in the chest. It is present little above the heart. So in the thymus gland, the T cells will be maturing. That is the details about the primary lymphoid organs. Now we are going to see in the primary lymphoid organ, the first one, the structure and function of thymus gland. Thymus gland is very, very important because bursa of Fabricius is not found in our body. So we have to take about thymus. Now this is the heart which is present in the chest. Okay, it is present slightly left hand side. Now a little above that, a bilobed gland, single gland only, but it is having two lobes. You can see that here one lobe, here one lobe. A bilobed gland is present. The bilobed gland is called the thymus gland. This is the location. Now what we are going to do is, this is the thymus. It is a primary lymphoid organ. A small portion of this, we are taking the section. We are cutting deeply and we are keeping it under high power microscope. Now this is a small portion what is cut and exposed, internal structure, that only internal structure. Then function we will take. Now when we take the internal structure, this is the gland surface. Now you can see here, this is the surface of the gland. Now outside the surface of the gland, there is a protective covering. Now this is the protective covering. The protective covering, what is covering the gland is called a capsule. For most of the organs, there will be a protective covering. Now this is called a capsule of thymus gland. Okay, now the capsule is folding inside at certain places. They are going deeper. They are penetrating into the gland. So each fold is called, that is a crista, we can say. Okay, it is called a crista. Okay, so then in the internal region of the gland, if you take, the outer region is there. This is the outer region of the gland. Up to this, that is a crista, what is present here. It is called a cortex. The outer region is called a cortex. The central portion, what is present fully, it is called a medulla. The cortex is filled with the lymphocytes which are produced by the bone marrow. Bone marrow is producing. But these lymphocytes are just produced young. So they are called young lymphocytes. They are dumped into that. But I am giving gap, but there won't be any gap. They are packed, tightly they are packed. All are young lymphocytes. But once the young lymphocytes are filled in the cortex, then one particular lymphocyte I am taking, what is the same thing is happening for others. This one young lymphocyte is slightly growing first. Again it is increasing in size, growing. Then finally it is reaching the maximum size. This is the maximum size of the lymphocyte. Now the size, once it is reached maximum, now it is called matured T cell. Now, why should we call it as a T cells? This cell is matured in the thymus. T stands for thymus. So, we are calling them as a T cells or T lymphocytes. Now, this T cell is powerful, mature. It is ready to attack the microorganism. It is ready to attack the microorganism. But once it is matured and ready for attacking microorganism, from the medulla of thymus, it is entering into the blood. Always the lymphocytes will be present in the blood. So whenever the microorganisms enter into the blood, the lymphocytes will attack. The T cells will attack. So that is the role of, what is that? The thymus gland. This gland is a functional in neonatal. It is not functioning throughout our life. one period of life only. What is the meaning of neonatal? Just born baby. Neonatal. Natal means birth. Neo means newly born baby. Neonatal. Now the newborn baby, we can call this as a newborn baby for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, maximum 1 week we can say. So during this 1 week, the thymus gland is actively doing the function. And adolescent period. Okay, and adolescent period means the age of 12 or 13 when the individual is attaining sexual maturity. That is the age. Up in that particular age also, this gland is actively performing the function. That's we have completed the structure and function of thymus gland.